Hi and welcome back. My name's Faye and I'm a UK-based wedding photographer shooting weddings all over the world, and I feel massively out of practice because it's been a few weeks since I've vlogged. I'll link my Italy vlogs below because that was the last big stint of travel that I did. I'm just in my car waiting for my second shooter, who I think has literally just arrived. Look at that timing. So I'm going to go say hello to her and then we'll catch you in a second. Today we are heading down to the south of France for a wedding that I've been really excited for ages. There's a few little bits of content that I'm going to be trying to get on this trip. I've just bought the meta glasses, so I'll be using those to record as much as I can and let you know how that's getting on as well. I haven't overpacked at all. 6 days, 2 massive suitcases, seems totally legit. So the reason that we've been able to bring so much stuff is because I actually booked the flights. We're going to France with BA on points, so I paid £25 per person for me and for Rose, and all I had to do was create an account for Rose, add her to my family account, and then was able to just pay fees to get her onto a business class flight from London to Toulouse. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And when you fly with BA, you get 2, on business at least, you get 2 big suitcases and 2 hand luggage things, which is insane. And another good thing about that is we've actually extended the trip, so the wedding is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we've actually decided to go on Tuesday because that was the best flight times, because we're both quite ready for just a couple of days to sit down and catch up on editing, and where better to catch up on editing than a cute Airbnb in the south of France. There's been loads of stuff for this trip and I'm going to try and share as much as I can with you. Every little helps. Hey, where's Molly in there? Do you like the Rose?
I do, you know. They're just thick here, aren't they?
They are thick. I feel like an extra from a porn movie. I'm not gonna, they're not the vibe, are they? But hey, if they're gonna help me create content, everyone say hi to Rose. She's back.
Did you miss me?
Did you miss me? I'm back. What are we doing? How many miles? How long have we been in the car waiting for?
Yeah, a while.
Oh my god, I'm so... So we've just determined that I look like Prue. Who am I giving? I don't know, but I think it's Prue, but yes, anyway. So gonna use this time because we've just been stuck in traffic. Still got 50 minutes until we get to Heathrow to just share a few little hacks. We were just talking about traveling as a girl, little things that you would want to know before doing your destination weddings for the first time, I guess. And a massive hack is exactly what we've done now. We're car sharing. Rose has parked your car at my house, haven't you, Rome? And we've gone down in Glinda, my gorgeous girlie, and we're gonna get there in an hour. We've paid a little bit extra to park really close to the terminal because we've got a lot of bags, and I knew Rose was coming. And how many bags have you brought, Rose?
Okay, so technically there is 1 crossbody bag, there is my camera bag, there's my cabin bag, and my checked suitcase.
How many shoes have you brought, Rose?
Only 4 now.
Oh, right, okay.
Only.
And the ones on your feet?
No, that's 4 including those.
Oh, right,
yeah, no. I had to get rid of the 5th.
Yeah, so if you watched the Tuscany vlog where my tyre exploded and me and Nicole thought we were going to die, I spoke a little bit, we can laugh about it now, but it's not cute in the day. We were talking about how important it is to work with a second shooter when you are abroad, just in case stuff goes wrong. But it's also just so nice for the company, isn't it? We've barely seen anybody for the last few weeks because we've been working. So weddings, typically you're having a lot of small talk and you're not actually saying a lot of anything. You're having the same conversations with your couples before you do their wedding. It's all logistics, and I'm going to be here at this time, and what would you like me to focus on here? And it's the same script again and again. And then when you get to the wedding, a lot of the conversations that you're having are the same again. And then we go, it's very surface level with the people that we live with because we've got nothing left. We're just dead because we're just doing these insane shifts. Yeah. And then we're editing for hours and hours on end, which is a very unsociable job, and that is the biggest part of the job, the editing, the marketing. I know I'm preaching to the converted here, if you're watching this you'll know this, our job can be very isolating. So how nice is it?
Such a vibe.
Yeah, it's been cute. So yeah, we're going to be there in just under an hour and we'll check in then. We are 3 minutes away and we are just finding our way to the short stay, which is a bit more expensive, but when you've got lots of kit, it's not necessarily the way to the destination wedding, but when we come back our flight's at 7 AM, so we're going to be dead. So I'm just thinking about future Faye and Rose and not trying to kill us off. This tunnel can get really full of traffic. It can be quite stressful, so we've given ourselves loads of time. Our flight isn't until 4:30 and it's currently just before 1 o'clock, so we've got loads of time to get into the airport, get parked. The reason why I'm getting Rose to record this bit is because I wanted to talk about the Avios. I've done another video on travel hacking which I will link below, basically just talking about how you want to try and get points for absolutely everything that you spend money on, because that's how you accumulate your points really quickly, so that you're able to get things like the business class flights just paying the fees. And airport parking, if it's like £100-200 plus depending on how long you're going away for, that's a big chunk of income. So we booked on the Heathrow parking website but via the portal, and then hopefully when we get to the barrier we'll just go straight through, so it's nice and easy. But we've got loads of Avios points for the parking which we'll then be able to use for our next trip. Stay through. There she is. All airports are so similar but so different.
I know.
So you just get so confused.
Amazed.
Short stay 3.
Yeah.
Straight ahead.
Bingo.
Here we go. So hopefully it's in the wrong way to go this way. Hopefully it's gonna let us in automatically. Let's see. We're really close, which is good. God, this is busy.
Yeah.
So short stay, off airport parking. A spiral thing that goes up there and it looks like someone's stuck. Oh no. Gridlock. So hope it's just gonna open up. Wait for ticket. Yeah, automatic. Fantastic. Let's try. I've just given that. Right, what number are we on, Rose? Always make a note of it before you go. First mistake. Just checking in. Business. How easy was that, Rose?
Like the easiest.
The easiest. How long do you reckon we were in that queue?
Like 2 minutes, genuinely.
Like literally 2 minutes. Airport mum mode has been activated. Give me the boarding cards. Currently heading to security, and the main thing is going to be how we get our stuff through security. What's the main thing, Rose, as we go through security? Film.
Secure. Away from those x-rays.
Away from those x-rays. So we've both put our film in separate bags and we're hoping to get a hand check. We're also hoping that going like business, because it's fast track security, it'll be a little bit easier. Departure gates. Oh, that way there. I think it was F. So let's try and find it. I thought that was unreal. Look at it. Unreal. So again, like literally 5 minutes out of security and we are here. First time. How are you feeling? So excited. Okay, I'm going to share this bag in a sec, but I just wanted to share everything that I've got in my handbag. So over here we've got my 31 litre 100 bag, and that's got all my kit inside. But here is my go bag. You can see that I've got a card. So there's drugs, AirPods, 2 purses, one with UK money, one with destination money, car keys. This is a laptop power bank, which is incredible. I think it's 170 watt. I'll link that below. Meta case. Always keep your working hard drives on you at all times, not even in your go bag that goes above you in the plane. Always keep it on your person so that there's no risk of you losing any files that you're working on. I've got headphones over it, the film which has just been scanned, so I can now put this in like hand checked, so that can now go into my camera bag. And then we've got passport, and in here we've just got insurance, the other bit of my driving licence, loads of tissues, period pads because I'm on my period, phone of course, and then this is incredible. I keep this on me with leads to charge my laptop if that runs out, but this is incredible. I'll also link this below. Really powerful, and you only need one, and you can charge your laptop from this, your phone and your batteries all at the same time. But yeah, and that all goes in this one unique glow bag, which I'm going to show you in a second. There she is, and you can't see what a gorgeous chartreuse she is because we are in awful airport lighting. But my favourite thing about this bag is the size. It's squashable, it fits so much in it. It's got 2 zips, so if it goes on one side, you've got the security of an extra zip. On the inside, it's got these little pockets, which are just unreal. And then on the outside, you've got an external zip as well, so it's secure. And I've got in chartreuse because obviously that's my entire personality, but you can get in black, brown, it comes in loads of different colours, and it's just massive. It's a really good over the shoulder. You can adjust it to be comfortable. I'm just obsessed. I'm going to try and give a little tour without getting anyone in of like some of the, say free, I guess it's not free because you pay for it, but all the bits. Just a little bit of this, really nice. This is quite cool. If it's not too busy, you can get a seat in the window and just watch all the planes. It's quite cute. And then there's coffee and biscuits. And I guess this is the main event. Lots of food, lots of salad. So it says here we're going for 9, so let's see how we get on and how close it. How long do you reckon it's going to take us? Guess. Everything so far has taken like, oh, turn it around.
5 minutes.
Everything so far has taken like 5 minutes max. So let's see if we can do it in less than 5 minutes. Rose, how was your first Club Europe experience? Last time boat trip, this time they're luring into a false sense of security. Oh my God, how long do you reckon? I think 3 minutes. At the absolute max. That was like the easiest bloody experience ever. That was so good. Here we go. Look, in a natural habitat. You're right there. How good is this? So it's not like a bougie seat like you get when you go long haul, but how good is it to have a little space? Oh, cute. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Unreal. Off the plane, relatively unscathed, and got straight through passport control. I think this might have been the easiest. Starting to get concerned, but we've been reunited. Was the last bloody one off, as per usual, but she's here. Arrived to pick up the car. It's not just that one, it's like all of the car hire places. You can't actually get any of the keys and stuff. You have to go to a different office, so we're going to try and find that now. Always give yourself loads of time and double check what time they close. We're alright because Toulouse is like a reasonably big airport, but they still shut at like 8:30 I want to say. So we're going to rush down now and try and get the keys before it shuts. So, a bit sad. Why am I sad, Rose?
Literally. Small issue with the kayak car.
That was such a good sound effect. So, tried a new thing. My lovely friend Viola J Photography told me to try going through booking.com because it's really cheap with all of the like extra insurance and everything. You can get it for a really good deal. And to be fair, I think if I'd have had the right credit card, it probably would have been a good deal. But because I do travel hacking and use Amex for everything, I don't have any of the credit cards, I just have Amex, which is usually fine. Like, not everywhere takes it, but if not, you can usually use a debit card. I've never had an issue getting a car with it, but I double checked because I know that when it's budget, I'm like, they probably won't accept Amex. So I checked, and it said that if you didn't have a credit card in your own name, you could use a debit card, but they take a £2,000 deposit, which is obviously steep, but it's a deposit, you get it back. So I transferred money into my account for them to take that deposit. When I got there, my business is with Starling. They said that they don't accept Starling, even though it's MasterCard. So I queried that because I said, look, there's nothing about this on the notes. And he said, have you got any other cards? I said, yes, but just Amex, you don't accept them either. There's nothing to say that you don't accept it. Can we just try? And I've got Apple Pay or the card. I've got the card here as well. So he said, yeah, we'll try. The card didn't work. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Maybe it's the company that doesn't accept it. Fine. And then was like, right, well, I'm just going to have to use my personal card then. Not ideal, but whatever. It also didn't accept my personal card. There was money in both of these accounts. Now, like, I wouldn't normally think that this was dodgy had I not just watched the exact same thing happen to another couple that, like, more or less had gone through the exact same thing. Then all of a sudden he says he's happy for me to try Apple Pay. I should say at this point as well, he said that it might be because they're trying to do the £2,000 debit card rule, and I now have to pay €190 fee to be able to do it. So at this point I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to pay the £2,000. How long is it going to take to get it back? And he said, well, it could be anything from 2 weeks, but there's no guarantee of how long it's going to take. It could take longer than that. So at this point we've been in the car hire place. How long would you say, Rose? Like 35 minutes? 40 minutes? Yeah. Not exaggerating, like serving everybody and his dog, like while we were just stood there like lemons. So at this point I'm like, fuck it, whatever, €190, like compared to what we've paid, like fine, we'll do it. And then all of a sudden everything works. Apple Pay works. Use my business account, which didn't work 2 seconds prior, and it's all good, and we're now in the car on our way. Saving grace is that he upgraded us. We weren't supposed to have this. I literally just booked the like smallest, crappiest car ever. But yeah, learn from my mistake. Make sure that you've got a Visa or a MasterCard credit card in your name. That's not an Amex for car hire if you're going to try and do the cheaper car hire, because I've just had to pay nearly €200. But we're on the way. Woohoo! And it's nice sunset. Woohoo! Oh my god, this is so... I'm happy now. Like, I've just had my moon and I'm back to normal because this sky is absolutely giving. We have arrived to Casa Amor. Here we have the hostess with the mostest, who has made us dinner. First impressions of the Airbnb are, it's very cute, but there's no key, which is a bit weird. We're not loving that. So I've just messaged him and said, please can we have a key, because we need a key. I'm just going to give you a quick house tour before I eat our dinner. We eat our dinner, not I eat everyone's dinner. Room 1. It's literally like a walk around type situation. Me and T are going to be in here and then we walk around. I'm really happy with this. My second tip would be I always message and ask if they want to offer any discount in exchange for photos. These guys said that they didn't need any photos, but he gave us like an extra like 10% off anyway, which is quite good. So yeah, all good. Excited to have some dinner. Morning from our gorgeous Airbnb. Outside because Rose is still sleeping. I thought I was so lazy when I woke up this morning, so I saw it was like 9:30. But then I remembered that we're an hour ahead, so it's actually 8:30 corrected time. But yes, straight up to it. Having a lazy day today. The plan is to film some YouTube content of like what's in my book. I'm gonna have a slow morning, wake up, do some editing, and basically finish my to-do list for the next 2 days. So we've come to France nice and early to get loads of work done. The wedding's not till Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We leave really early on Monday, but we've got today and tomorrow to catch up on work. And that was intentional because I knew that even after August, intentionally being slower to do personal plans and like spend time with Frank before he starts school. My June and July was so busy and I've massively been putting shifts in. So I just wanted to give myself a little bit of a buffer to make sure that all my editing was done. So the goal is I've got 3 or 4 outstanding galleries. Not all of them are full day, but the goal is to get as much of that done this week as possible. Like there's no way that I'm going to be able to do all of it because I spend so long editing, but I'm really excited to have like a decent chunk of time to sit down and edit. So yeah, he arrived here really late last night, so he didn't see just how cute it is, but how gorgeous is this? Like a pool and stuff over there, although there are quite a lot of rules apparently. Tori was here to check in before us, so she gave us the full one when she arrived, and then this is our gorgeous space. May or may not have picked it because of the green, but so nice to wake up to the dappled light this morning. It makes me sad when I'm travelling and I see like slides and kids' pools and Frank's not here. Then I always think it's cool because if I ever wanted to come back for a wedding and bring the boys and at line of like school holidays and stuff now, then it can make it work. But this is the gorgeous pool. Not sure how much time we're going to get in here. Maybe as a little editing break later. Always looking for sparkles. Just unreal. I also think it's so cute that there's like lilac and green everywhere. I didn't realise this when I booked it, but it's just bringing me a lot of joy. And life's all about small joys, isn't it? All the time anyway, but especially mid-wedding season when you're shattered. The great thing about being so rural is that the internet is good in one spot, on one spot only at the Airbnb, and there's no connection anywhere else. So there's no doom scrolling at night, there's no procrastinating. It should be quite easy to be quite focused. Also, there's nothing near us. Like the nearest town is like 30 minutes away and it's tiny. Even supermarkets are all quite far away. So Tori went out yesterday to like a food shop and we're going to try and not leave the house today. So that's another thing, and it's so interesting. I had the best chat ever with Hannah from Board of Busy a couple of weeks ago and it's just gone live, so I'll link it below. And I was talking about how I always try to batch because I find that if I change jobs too frequently I can't get anything done. And she was talking to me about like the science behind it, of like the time that it takes for your brain to process like a different environment or process a different like set of skills needed. And it's so true. So the first job that I'm going to do this morning is make a list of everything that I have to do, and I'm going to separate it into sections based on what type of job it is. Throughout this trip, obviously I've got a wedding that I'm going to shoot, there's 3 events for the wedding, I've got editing that I need to do, and then I've also got a list of YouTube content that I want to create as well. Obviously the vlog is just going to be as I go, but then there's a couple of other videos that I want to sit down and actually make. So I'm going to sit down, do my to-do list this morning, make a list of how I'm going to batch it, and then go from there. It's a whole vibe. Okay. Okay, we've had a productive morning. What have we got done, Rose?
Editing, admin, all of the things.
All of the things. Made a to-do list and ticked off all the like little menial jobs like clearing inbox, responding to inquiries, and then just like loads of little odd jobs like sending galleries to second shooters so that they can see which images I've used. I've also recently started transferring the raws that I've used from a second shooter in the final gallery to them, so that there's no like, what's the word I'm looking for? confusion as to which ones that they can use on Instagram. So I started doing that this morning. The Wi-Fi is actually really quick as long as you're in this spot. So if I get bored later, that's like my non-headspace job to do. If I find that I'm procrastinating, I'll just do that before going back to editing. And I always try and do that, like have a few menial tasks that I dip in and out of when I'm being less productive, so that I'm still taking stuff off of my to-do list. But this is exciting because Rose is about to drive abroad on the other side of the road for the first time. There she is. She's never driven on the other side of the road before, so I thought it would be really good to put her on the insurance and let her have a little practice while she's here with me second shooting, so that when she does her own wedding, whenever it is it next year? Oh, she's so cute. She's gonna have a little practice. Let's hope that we don't crash. On the road. So pretty. She's not killed us yet. Yeah. We did it. So the good thing about being in the middle of nowhere is that we're all taking it in turns to cook. And what have we got tonight, Rose? We've got fajitas. Rose has done the most. And then look at these post-dinner activities. Organised fun. Yeah. So excited. Tea's fuming. Morning, there she is. Good morning. Day 2, let's go. It's outside having a coffee. Every day. Yeah, but it's outerwear, isn't it? I feel like that's fine. Progress update. So I'm like day 5 on Meg and Gael's gallery. It's a big one. Left it to denoise overnight and I'm hoping to finish it today, but we'll see because we've got a full day today and then turn it around. Oh, I'm looking a bit rough, but we'll go with it. Also got like a little bit of a to-do list of like some content that I've got to make. Just spoken to my family because my little boy has got his first day at school today, so I'm really sad to miss that. It was supposed to be on Tuesday just before we flew out and then it changed. I can't remember what the reason was that they said, but yeah, so I'm a bit sad about that. But I've just spoken to them and that was really cute. It's like there in his uniform and stuff. So yeah, gonna have a productive day, mix of editing and YouTube content, so let's see how we get. Break for lunch. So we've not actually left Airbnb. What time is it, Rose? Well, she's been for a run. Rose, we've not left, have we? It's 7:10, time difference, isn't it? So we've been up for 10 hours and I've pretty much just edited all day and that's been our day, apart from the beautiful lunch. So we're probably gonna have a break soon and have more food and then go back to work. And then we've got a lovely day tomorrow. Like we're all dead. Very glamorous life of destination photography. What are we having for tea?
Mattress.
What's mattress?
Fancy pasta and pancetta. Except we don't have any pancetta, it's just bacon lardon, so it's like a poor man's mattress.
It's a poor man's mattress.
Say it again.
Mattress. Is it Spanish?
It's Italian.
Mattress.
Mattress.
I'm just happy to be here. I hope we're in the mood for onions. Lots of onions.
It's more onions, just put up time.
Smells good though. The reality of trying to download stuff on South of France Wi-Fi, and T's laptop has got a better processor than mine, so it appears to be downloading them quicker because some of the files corrupted. So my lovely husband has resent me the files from the memory cards on WeTransfer and we've tried to download them on my laptop, been trying all day, it's not working. So T's come to the rescue, but this is the reality of doing speed tests all around the Airbnb to find the one spot where the Wi-Fi is good and waiting patiently for it to do it. So I'm having a bit of a nightmare because my hard drive corrupted and I'd nearly finished editing the gallery. So I've backed everything up and it's all good, but I've had to go through and like manually label the individual files that I'd corrupted. I think there's just under 200 and now I'm having to go through. My lovely husband has sent all of the files, so I had to go through because obviously I've renamed them as I've backed them up. I had to go through and tell him like what time from and to the sections were. There was like 10 different sections. It's taken an absolute age to download them all via WeTransfer because we're in the south of France, so the connection's awful. And now I'm having to go through, so all of these that are like not there, having to go through the files and look individually for these and individually change them, and it's just not really ideal, especially because I had finished the gallery. I just needed to like do the distractions and stuff when I got to France, and now I'm kicking myself because this is really long, but hopefully it won't take me too much longer. I'm giving it a couple of hours, I reckon, to just replace these files, and then hopefully I can send it on its way. just finished replenishing the corrupted files and now onto the final touch. I am calling it a night. 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Morning, straight back to editing. Rosie's just making a coffee, T's getting ready. Singing again, T, see how much it picks up. In. She just sounds like a cute little waffle. Bless. Just finding treasure. So cute. We have arrived back at the house with coffee for darling Rose. There she is, hostess with the most. South of France fit check. To go into town and upset the locals singing Beauty of the Beast. He was fuming. Tell us what happened in the coffee shop, T.
They made an order and then started going, and he went, no.
Not in here. Not in here. It was funny though. Just making friends wherever I go. Look how cute this place is. Okay, status update. It's now 3:30, which is the time that I wanted to be done by to eat lunch, but I'm so close. I've got like 100 images left to edit, so I've needed a wee for like half an hour, as I suppose. We're both like, we will not meet until we have edited this gallery. It's nearly there, guys. But I'm in a good mood because I have just secured the like initial teams for my 2 workshops, which is really good news because it's been back and forth, loads of logistical issues, lots of date changes and clashes and all the rest of it. So I've gone back to basics and just started with the venue and planners and florists as the priority. We've managed to secure 2 dates at 2 incredible venues that I've worked at loads of times before. I've got really good relationships with them. One up north, Whoop Whoop, finally a workshop for the Northern crew, and one down south. So I've just shared that on stories, maybe procrastinating, who knows. But yeah, back to this gallery, let's go. It's ridiculously big gallery, but when the bride says she wants every single usable image, this is what happens. Rose has come through. Look at the most unhealthy sandwich ever. I can't wait. It's actually a salami cross. Yes, we know how to live well. What have you got to?
Chorizo.
I laugh it. Okay, so I'm feeling very Where's Wally at the moment, but it's a whole vibe. Rose is just shutting Airbnb. They don't believe in keys in France, in the south of France, but we did ask for a key. But because there's 2 of us and T is working at a different venue and we don't know who's going to get back first, we've decided to leave the door open and do the authentic south of France way. Oh my god, there's cockerels. Oh my god. Bursts into Beauty and the Beast. How cute! She's such a... Are we ready, Rose?
Ready.
Day 1 of 3. Look how fit she is there. She's glowing. I can't believe how dark these lenses go though. They do look cool. Yeah, it's the transition. I'm enjoying it. Just got back. T's back from her wedding too. Say hi, T. Doing previews. And then Rose is on cleaning. And then we've got like charging stations down here and here. We always get it done as soon as I get back from a wedding. And this is the best plug ever because I can just have everything on charge all at once. And it's all good to go, ready for tomorrow. Just finished. Good morning. I've already done quite a lot this morning, but I'm gonna catch you up very quickly now. Bags are all packed. That's Rosie's bag. Got everything in there. And then same with me. Just had a little shuffle around. So the bulk of my kit is in there. But to be honest, after the cameras and the lenses come out, it will be quite bare, apart from my laptop and like extra charging stuff. But then over here, I've got a go bag. Now this bag may be the best purchase that I've ever bought. It just fits so much in, and that does mean that it's quite heavy, but it's such a comfy material. This is the Uniqlo bag that I've been raving about earlier in the vlog. I'm just obsessed with it. Now yesterday, one of my film cameras broke, which is not ideal at all, but always bring lots of spares with me. So today I've got my spare Leica, which is my go-to fave, and then I've also got an Olympus in here as well. Bug roll on because the mozzies were rife yesterday. This hard case, I've had it since I first started photography. I talk about it in my extended destination kit bag. So go and find that if you're interested about my kit in more detail. But yeah, 2 batteries, memory cards in there. And then because I'm expecting it to be really bright today, I'm going to keep my Pro Photo and my off-camera flash trigger in here so that I've got it, so that I don't need to go all the way to the other side of the venue to get my flash. If I need it, I'll just have it on me. I do shoot quite a lot of daytime flash when it's really, really sunny. And the ceremony's at 4, which is quite early, so chances are probably going to be quite bright and unflattering. So I'll just have my flash in there just in case. And then in here we've just got lots of film. I've already already labelled it like whose is mine and whose is Rose's, so we don't get confused and we can keep easy tabs on how much we've both got left. And then I've asked Rose to number it as we go through the day so that it's easier, because I've started basically organising the analogue into the galleries. So I've been asking the labs to develop it in the order that's on the top of the film, and it just means that it's easier to organise them when it comes to post-production. And then we've got metas, I'm going to put those on in a sec. Drones all ready to go as well. So yeah, that's my go bag. And then over there, the couple literally could not be more relaxed. And I never normally wear trainers at weddings, but I'm packing my really silver shiny ones for right at the end of the night, because I've got a feeling that tonight is going to go hard. Like, I can just tell they are party people. So we've got 12 hours, but usually if it's a big party I will always stay a bit longer just to get more of the vibe. So I've brought my party shoes. I don't know if I'm going to wear them or not, but I'm absolutely obsessed with these and I feel like the couple would absolutely love them. It's their vibe as well, so I've got them ready to go. But yeah, getting ready to go now. Morning from hey, come with me, I've got my shit together. Oh my god. So just day 2 of 3, Chateau Anglon. I've wanted to work here forever. I'm really excited about today. We've got here really early. Shift is 12 till 12, but probably might be a bit longer because last night we were only supposed to be here for 2 hours. We were here for 4.5. Yeah, I think so. They went hard last night, so I'm excited to see how it develops today because it is a fun group of people. And also the team, oh my god, the team is amazing. I actually posted the sneak peeks from last night, and my bride, I worked with the same team last year for a different bride and she was buzzing that we were all back together, so really exciting. Anyway, I'm gonna go, but we'll try and check in throughout the day. But yeah, exciting. Okay, so I can't actually believe like how incredible everything is. I'm gonna take you on a little tour now. What I was gonna say was I've just brought the details, the bride's details, down to the like venue area, ready to shoot the venue details in more detail. But also I just think the ceremony space is normally like the pièce de résistance, like the thing that everybody's obsessed with, so I always try and take the details down to that area if I can. At this venue it just so happens to be next to the reception area, which is like these ruins. Let me show you. So this is the famous like decrepit chapel, decapitated, derelict, I don't know what the word is. And then we've got these mirrored plinths, which by myself, reflections is the theme for my next workshop, and now we've got mirrored plinths, but obviously we'll do something different. I've got like a few otherworldly ideas, but it's so good when you are getting clients and you're getting to weddings and like the mood boards and the suppliers that you're working with are creating stuff like better than anything that's already on your mood board and things that you could dream to do for your own workshops. Like, this is a sign that you are just finding your clients, like just loving it. Like all the amarantha, the derelict, like if you've been here for a while you'll know that I love concrete, anything with texture. Like look at that juxtaposition between the concrete and the flowers, it's just absolutely unreal. I love anything that's a bit out there, a bit modern, bit like unexpected, organic materials coming out of the floor, the juxtaposition of like something really natural and organic coming out of something really futuristic. Like that is my jam. And if you've followed me for a while you might have seen workshops like at Headser where we had like the mossy table coming out of the tables, and yeah, like I love stuff like this. I'm just going to show you a few of the details and then I will start shooting, and I'm just so excited. Just a quick whistle stop tour of some of the details. Like this isn't done yet, but look at like the little balls, that's so cute. I just love the simplicity of this. I'm going to shoot that really quickly, and I also love that they've got a mirror here so I can do really cool things through the mirror and like look at that, just make like frames within frames. And this is the shit that I live for at weddings, just obsessed. The absolute carnage. It's like a ghost town. So I'm looking a bit worse for wear already, having a bad skin day today, which is not ideal doing a vlog, but it is what it is. So we've just done about 100 group shots in like, I want to say 15 minutes. I told the couple I'd take 10, but there was a lot of people and quite a lot of elderly people as well, because it's an older couple, so their parents are a little bit older and there were grandparents there as well. But yeah, really, really fast. I was just talking to Rose about like logistics and stuff. Let me swizzle it around. So at the start, there was all these like plinths and stuff here. So we've just done, because the light's up there, we've just done a massive family photo of everybody, and then we used this corner and moved the flowers. So when they curate the details to this level, you always want to make sure that you're getting as much of it in the photos as possible. And then based on the family colours, a lot of them are wearing blue. I thought the pink and yellow would contrast with it really nicely, so we've just done all the family photos there. And now it's time to go back up. It is the cocktail reception. So they've just had their first cocktail reception, but quite often with destination weddings they will have more than one. So I am going to head up there now and carry on working and yeah, hopefully check in again soon, but let's see, because these days are very busy, but I will try and pop back and like update when I can. Rose, what's just happened?
I'm on, I don't know.
If you had to describe it to someone that was visually impaired,
It's a fever dream with a load of disco balls.
I don't even know how to explain it. There was a parade to the dance floor.
Yeah.
If you've seen the film The Wicker Man, it was the animal heads,
Yeah.
disco balls. It was incredible. Zoom it. Oh. Yeah, it was good. We're a bit dead now. We've got like half an hour left, I want to say. People are pretty on their way. So yeah, just gonna have a little break now and then go back out and see where we go. But it's been such a good day, hasn't it?
So good.
The state of us compared to this morning. You still look really good.
Oh, no.
Obsessed with the sneak peeks. Morning, good morning. It is the last full day of the South of France adventure. Sad day because T is going home. Just walking her to the car. It's been a funny morning. We've just had to compost all of our organic waste. I feel like I picked the perfect, I don't know if you can see, the perfect farm girl outfit. It's like giving milkmaid. But yeah, my girl says goodbye today. It's got one full day left for the pool party and then we go home bright and early tomorrow. Morning, morning. There she is. How sad are you that you're leaving us? Look how cute she is. Give us a 12. It's giving provincial queen slay. So Bee's now gone, said goodbye and just come back. I stayed up till 4:30 doing the previews last night, so I'm a bit tired. Slept in till about 9:30, 10 because I didn't want to waste this morning with T before she left. She's now driving back to Spain because she lives in Spain and we are just going to start packing. I actually brought Rummy Cup and we've not played it yet. So my goal today is to pack everything up, get everything ready for the wedding, go and get a Mackey's for lunch because we've been really good. We've not eaten out all week and we just want like a little treat, so we're going to go do that. And then the coverage tonight is going to be quite late, I think. Like, these guys are party people, so I reckon they're going to be going quite hard again. We were supposed to start at 1, but last night we didn't leave until nearly 1 and I said to the planner, I was like, I don't think they're going to be up like and alive. Got it. How excited are you, Rose?
Can't speak.
Oh god, we need this. Hello, as you can see, we are just got home. I've not actually recorded much content at all today, but I thought I would show you my workflow when I get home and talk you through everything I do in case you find it helpful. So initial thing is I'm just going through all of the photos from the pool party and I've just used Photo Mechanic to back all of them up. I've renamed them as the couple and when they were, the venue, and then my business name, so that if any suppliers or guests download them and they can't remember what my name is, they can find me there and then find me on Instagram, etc. So it's just good for networking, but it's also good for SEO when I upload everything onto my PicTime. Once everything is backed up, which it will be soon, I will make a new folder, a new Lightroom catalogue. I'm just going to go in, this is the after party, click here, click create, and then I'm just going to have to rename it because it's saying that I've already got one. So it will make a new Lightroom catalogue, and then once this is finished backing up, I'm going to import all of the files into here. Whilst that is happening, I've also been tidying up, sorting out all the recycling, the food compost, the non-recyclable waste, putting everything back. I never want to get a bad rating when I leave Airbnb, so I always try and leave them exactly how I found them. And then in here, whilst all that stuff is backing up, I'm just doing jobs to be as efficient as possible. So again, I want to leave the room as spotless as I found it. All my dirty stuff I normally keep in one place. That goes into a separate bit of my suitcase. I've got my outfit ready for tomorrow, including underwear and deodorant, which is just rolled off. These are all clean clothes, which I always hang up. It's a very exciting wardrobe of all black, but it's a work trip, so most of my outfits for work are black or brown. And then I've got this massive suitcase, so again, wouldn't usually pack so much for work, but I've been spoilt by the free business upgrade of having a big case, and I've just overpacked. I've not used most of this. It's been a massive waste, to be honest, but it was nice to have the options. Now that that's all backed up, I'm going to go and import all of those files. So just go down to the folder, and this is all of the pictures that we took today digitally, not including analogue. That's too many. After party. And then I'm just going to import all of these files. Give it 2 minutes to do that. Once they've imported, you don't need to wait for this bit. I just normally get rid of it and then press yes, and then I'm going to go straight into Imagine. I've done other videos on Imagine. It's really easy to use. It's a big part of my workflow now. Really recommend it. I'll pop a referral link down below. It's not a sponsored post or anything, but I do get a few free credits if you use it, and you also get 1,500 free edits, which is pretty good. So I still manually call everything, but I love that I can see everything with the edit on. So if I go into my Lightroom catalogues, and that's why I do it this way, you can just select the files, but I prefer to do it this way. If you do it the other way, where you just select the files, when you press the / button in Lightroom Classic, normally you can see the raw. For some reason, when you do it that way, it doesn't work for me. So I normally import all the files into Lightroom and then select all of my files. So this is all of the ones that we took today. Click it here. For some reason, it says 5-star up here. I think that's because of something else that I was editing. Just get rid of that, and then it's a wedding. I'm just gonna add the couple name there so I know who it is when everything's in a list. And then at the moment, my preset that I'm using the most is Glimmer New, which is just glimmer, but a bit underexposed because I like it a little bit darker than most photographers. And then here you've got loads of different options. I normally go for very similar because I review all of the photos anyway, but so it doesn't really matter. But you can choose basically how detailed you want it to be, how savage you want it to be. I don't fully trust AI. I know it's really good and it has really good reviews, but I'm still quite OCD, so I just want to make sure that I check everything. And then that will be uploading, and I'm going to go carry on packing. So everything is all packed. Let's see if the culling is finished. On 80%, so I'm going to make a mint tea and get the rest of my hand baggage ready. Never wasting a second, especially because we've got to be up at 3 AM to go to the airport. So I've just finished culling. To view all of the files with the edit on, you just have to click this yellow dot up, then you can just go through, and I normally 1-star the ones that I want to edit, and then when you get to the top, all you're going to do is filter it by 1 star, so you can see all the ones there to edit. And then you can see I've got it down from 1751 to 322, so I usually do like 50 an hour ish, but this will be loads more than that because they've got analog and there was so much going on. And then yeah, I'm gonna edit it, and then gonna go on here, Glimmer New. I don't tend to use any of these, and then I'll leave it on to edit, and then I'll probably do the previews in the morning because it's 10 to midnight and I've got to be up at 3 to go to the airport, so we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Yes, airport road's activated. What time is it, mate? 3:30. Oh god, wish us luck. Oh, graveyard shift. Good morning. What time is it, Rose? 5 AM?
5 AM, I think.
We've just survived the most apocalyptic rain to get here, but we're here. So section C, let's go. So cool, it's like a tunnel. So there is no one there. So we're just waiting. Usually it's 2.5 hours in Europe, but we got here nice and early. So just waiting. Wish we got so much time in bed now. It's nice and easy, just about to security, and we've got fast track, so nice and quick. And I'm going to try and find a lounge. It was super easy. A few disgruntled like English people because the French do not queue, but overall very easy. Yeah, quick. Mila getting this through, handshake. Okay, I'm really sad. That was a really bad security experience. Wouldn't hand check the film, refused. I asked to speak to a manager, we're not having any of it. Showed me the thing, like it's safe, and I was like, it's not safe, it's gonna affect the images. Wouldn't do it. I shoot quite a lot of 160 and 400 when I do destination, just in case. We shot one roll of 800, so that might be a bit battered. Yeah, hopefully the rest of it will be salvageable, we'll see. And then my hip, like, set off the things, and then they did a drugs test or something. I think that was just routine. But yeah, my hip made the machine go off. So like, what do you have here? What do you have here? And I was like, I had an operation. She was like, you're too young. And I was like, no, I had an operation. But yeah, we're out now. A bit upset about the film, but we move. Now on to find a lounge, do some work and do the sneak peeks. So downloading the edits is really easy. Literally, it will just say download to review here. Open LR catalogue once that comes up, and then all of the images should pop up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to attribute, tick this. So this is all the edited photos, and then I add them into quick collection. And I'm going to go through now and edit the sneak peek. When I come to do the final edit, I'll obviously go through, check every image, do storytelling, all that stuff. But for the sneak peeks, I'm just trying to get a good overview of the day, and then I'll deliver them on pick time with the rest of their sneaks. And then I'm probably going to vlog this one because it's been unreal. This lighting is diabolical, but I've just finished the sneak peek. It took me about an hour, so I'm just going to show you what I've done. So I'm just going to keep them nice and small so you can see the variety, but I've just mixed up a range of setting the scene shots, activities, like just vibey shots like this one with the birds, like the cute commemoration that was going across. I'm going to deliver 60. I know people ask all the time, like, how many sneak peeks do you deliver? And it varies, to be honest. There was so much going on yesterday, so a bit bigger. If it was a bit of a quieter or a calmer wedding, I wouldn't do as many. But yeah, good mix. Lots and lots of vibes like this, just smoking, as well as, like, they wanted completely candid coverage. No group photos really at all. We literally did 20 minutes of family formals on the wedding day, and the rest of it was all candid. So it's all just vibes like this, just so good, just vibey. So just going on to pick time, I've uploaded all of the sneaks together. Gonna go into the after party, just fine. Okay, so these will now be uploaded. Just check how many I've got. 157 from across the 3 days, and then I'm now going to make a really quick blog. I'll link down below a link to a other YouTube video where I talk about how, like, I create blogs and stuff, because I think you might find that helpful. But yeah, so that's all the sneak peeks from the wedding and the rehearsal dinner. These are all uploading now, and then hopefully, so my flight's at 7:40. I reckon I'll have time to get the blog up before I go, and then I'll put it onto Instagram so people can have it. But yeah, when I'm curating my sneak peeks, I really do think about what the couple are going to see, but I know if I'm also going to blog it, I know that I want a good variety from across the day as well, so taking into account loads of different things, and this just streamlines my workflow a little bit better. She did it! You found it! Oh, you're just the best. Ultimate editing fuel. Oh, is it gonna work? I'm literally just adding to the blog now. I'm just gonna write up a little bit about the weekend, let the pictures do the speaking because it's an Unreal gallery, and then get that hopefully before we go and get on the flight in the next 10 minutes. Currently racing through the airport because, just watch where I'm going downstairs, because I couldn't get on the plane without adding it to my blog because I'm just so obsessed. So we're now racing to the gate, but I made it. Just a quick write, tag the key suppliers, just bumped in some guests. So yeah, now after a quick, my rose is falling all over the place, racing to the gate. Let's go. 3-minute walk, we've got this. We're not gonna miss our flight. Lucky girl syndrome, we'll be fine. I just had an interesting thought though, because we just bumped into Jason and another guest from the wedding, but they just asked if we could send them the photos. And as a general rule, I don't send photos to anyone, not even suppliers. I always get everybody to go through the couple. And I just thought I'd share this because I always think it just gets rid of any liability. The internet, it's so fast for things to just go crazy now. And I always just think my contract's with the couple. So unless they've given me express permission, like sometimes, for example, if I work with the same planner a lot, I'll double check with the couple, like, is it okay for me to send it to the planner? And they'll say yes. But normally I just send all suppliers to the couple, and I'd recommend that because then that way you know that you're not giving out those photos without permission. Yeah, we just got bollocked for being so late. I think that was the closest I've ever. We ran, but we made the flight, guys.
Doesn't even go here. So bad.
West corner of London, probably go to holding pattern here.
Just like that, it's come to an end. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Please do consider subscribing. I'm